teachers that you have interacted with in your career, they also need a kind of a makeover in their skills?
I feel makeover is the need of the hour, not this hour. It has always been. You need to refresh yourself, to update your knowledge, whether you are working for yourself or you are working in with any organization in any sector. Punjabis, not only Jalandharites, wherever Punjabi people live, or if not, they are not, they migrate from Punjab to anywhere. They would create that kind of environment. Every Punjabi is very much foodie.
Uniqueness in the Bengali cuisine,
Yeah.
but I
Yes.
think since I'm a food lover, I look at a lot of vlogs, videos, and these days,
Okay.
so you get to know, the moment you start talking to somebody regarding food, you get
Hmm.
instantly connected, don't you? Oh, it's been very exhausting, ma'am, because I think I have added few new clients to my kitty, and as a result of which, the pressure was always on.
You are always decked up, always full. Hmm?
I try to, madam, I try to.
Then
And
how do
how?
you manage? Because you are already working and side by side, you provide these kinds of sessions also. Then
Ma'am,
how do you manage everything?
I work for myself only, so my work is also around coaching. So even if I'm mentoring few startups, having meetings with their thought leaders or CEOs, so it would be a part of my work only. So all that I
Hmm.
have done over the last 25, 26 years, precisely 27 years, then I think it's time to give back now, right?
Okay, okay. That's good.
Capitalize on that. And I think that's what you are also doing. And is has you're finding little, please don't be sorry for anything, huh? So, and how are you doing, ma'am? I did not get an opportunity to ask that. How is your new venture, which you had discussed a bit about it?
Actually, yeah, I discussed about my new venture, but still at the moment it is in air because when you reach at certain level, I might have talked the similar way when last time we had a session. At certain level, when you attain some, level uh, in life, then it's not so easier for you. Like if you are in the initial stage of your life, then you can jump over from one arena to another. It's very easy. So let's see how the things happen finally. But yeah, of course, I'm working on that. I'm working on that.
Very
I
nice.
told you I want to begin with something of my own.
I
So
know.
probably that would be concerned with teaching, but in what form it's going to take shape? Because it's not a kind of you just to start calling the students in one room in the your house. Now the scenario has changed. You need to
Yes.
have a complete setup if you want to have good reputation and want to create good image. So I'm working on that.
I
Hopefully,
love it.
the things work out.
So, I mean, sometimes do you think? No, I just a curious question to you. Sometimes do you think that it takes a lot of courage to do all these kind of setups? And
Actually, this is the main thing. I think the word you just used, courage.
yeah,
Because when you are starting your career, then I think it is much easier for you. You
yeah,
are in your early 20s, and because you haven't attained anything in life, so it's very easier to jump from one arena to another. So, but at my stage, you might be having the idea when you are already the boss somewhere. So at that time, taking such a decision, definitely I'm going to take. I will take. I really pray to God because I am already facing so many problems at my work front. But at the moment, things are not happening that way. I have planned.
so, and, I mean, do you have a definite goal, or you're just going with the flow? That's it.
No, it's not going with the flow. Yeah, the job, the whatever, because I'm still continuing with the job. That way, you can say I'm continuing with the flow because the second option is not ready. But this is for sure that I am going to become my own boss, you may say. I have worked like for so many years for different people, different organizations, but now it's too much. And I have reached at that level also, where a height, to what extent a person can go, I think, not, if not at the topmost level, but I have really attained good respect and good name and fame in my life.
Okay.
But yeah, now I want to satisfy my core. I don't want to work for anybody anymore.
Mhm.
I want to work at my own conditions.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. And so, where do you see yourself in that condition which you have dreamt or wished for
In the times to come,
in the times to come?
you see, people believe that I'm very confident. They also believe that when I talk to somebody, I am capable enough to create a good impression also.
Mhm.
And my strength is I'm very hardworking. So once I take anything in my hand, I try to put in all the efforts to come up to the level of its accomplishment.
Mm.
So I'm sure about myself, may not be happening in a day, or it may take time, but it is for sure that I will succeed in creating my niche.
Oh, lovely. And may I push you a little further to ask
Yeah.
you, what's the dish?
What's the niche? I told you it would be teaching only.
It would be teaching.
Yeah.
Do you think, madam, do you think teachers that you have interacted with in your career, they also need a kind of a makeover in their skills?
I feel makeover is the need of the hour, not this hour. It has always been. You need to refresh yourself, to update your knowledge, whether you are working for yourself or you are working in with any organization in any sector.
Uh huh.
Stagnation is never, it's not a sign of growth. If you really want to grow and you want that people should accept you wholeheartedly, and yeah, this updation is very important. Yes.
So, what's the city that you live in, ma'am?
I live in Jalandhar, city of Punjab.
Yeah, and then yeah, this is something that completely got out of my mind. I'm so sorry. So Jalandhar uh, would be a place for food lovers. Little that I know because I'm a foodie myself. So if I ever step into your city,
I think whole of Punjab
whole yeah,
is
absolutely.
famous because all Punjabis, not only Jalandharites, wherever Punjabi people live, or if not, they are not, they migrate from Punjab to anywhere. They would create that kind of environment. Every Punjabi is very much foodie.
Correct.
So, and so far as eateries are concerned, you are Bengali, right,
Yes,
Mr. Roy?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
So Bengali food has its own, it sounds very tempting.
Yes, it
I'm
is
quite
had.
fascinated by the names, even Bengali dishes.
Yes, ma'am. Please come. You're more than welcome to Kolkata, and I'll take you to some fine places, and I'll help you with some home cooked, good, best home cooked foods, right? Yeah, but
So nice of you.
there is some uniqueness in the Bengali cuisine,
Yeah.
but I
Yes.
think since I'm a food lover, I look at a lot of vlogs, videos, and these days,
Okay.
so you get to know, the moment you start talking to somebody regarding food, you get
Hmm.
instantly connected, don't you?
Do you do yourself? You do something, some sort of some cooking or making some preparations, some food items.
No,
You don't do?
no, ma'am. That's what, and I mean, don't give me that look because that's the thing. Because I'm quite bad at it. This is the only thing I complain that, Mama, you could have taught me this, and we have grown in a culture where everything was made at our disposal, everything, right? So I feel bad to discuss, but yes, my when my wife gives me those bad looks sometimes, that makes me that makes me realize that yes, maybe this is an area where I could have worked upon. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So you asked me this pertinent question with some thought in your mind. That do you?
Normally, I have seen the people who are foodie. They always complained about if somebody suppose prepares something for them, they are never happy with that
Okay, no,
because they
ma'am,
are
I never
foodie.
do that. I'm such a food lover because see, you have to understand, whoever has prepared the food,
You love every kind of food, mean you are
yes,
not
ma'am, yes.
selective. You are not
And
selective.
suppose if I go there and you invite me at your house, I'll only say I'll eat a very little portion. If you have made five different, if it's a five-course meal, for example, so that completely takes me off because I am a light eater. I talk big, but I eat very light. For
Okay.
me, quality matters. That's what. And what matters, now you will be surprised, the love and the emotion that has gone into cooking.
The food in the cooking. So two purposes solved in one go. You don't need to go for cooking because the second person will anybody else will cook for you, right?
Yes, as of now, I do have the privilege, but I do understand that this is a skill that I possibly could hone myself. But I think it would be very basic, my cooking, even if I learn. I like if I stand by side and then you are cooking some tawe wali chicken. So I'll look with that, awestruck, and I'll enjoy. And my mouth will start salivating. I know that. Even if it has started salivating now in me.
Just on the thought of that cuisine,
Yes, because
that dish.
yeah, the discussion of food can give me kicks, ma'am, immediately. That's why
My goodness, my goodness. Then how do you manage? You say, so far as I could make out of this discussion, you eat very less.
Mm.
You are very foodie. These are two contradictory things. You want to eat, but you eat very less.
Ma'am,
Are
I'll
you are you fitness freak also?
not at all. You look at my face, ma'am. You look at you have a one view of my body. I'm not fitness freak at all. But I'll tell you something. What I have wondered over the years, that loving food and eating it in bulk quantity does not
Hmm.
resonate with the idea that you are a foodie. A food
Okay.
lover, yeah, that's what my thoughts are. And you have, that's what I said, you have different cooked foods on it, served on a table, so you go and you try a little bit of everything.
Hmm.
And you just don't hog,
You
because
could have been a very good chef. Yes,
maybe I don't know. Thank you. You're very generous to say that. But yes, maybe, ma'am, maybe. I never tried. um, but I'll
because
definitely.
it's a part of their job. They prepare variety of dishes, and they then pick just pinch of the items from each
Yes,
bowl,
yes, yes.
and then they tell.
A
So
bit
the
of
kind of nature you have.
experiment. Mm.
Yeah.
And then there are, but you will be surprised that I don't get to see programs like which are aired on TV, um, MasterChef. I see a lot of people getting hooked onto these kind of shows. S-
Yes.
and they are they
These
are
programs normally, whenever it is broadcasted, it is telecasted, it always have a very good number of clientele.
yes, ma'am. The viewership is very high, and that's what I
Mm.
said. Food has always got its loyal kind of followers and clientele. I being none exception to that. Okay, but
Nice.
I did not get time for it, but no problem. But there's my question was, whenever you feel of eating outside in Jalandhar, where do you
Hmm.
go, man? Which is the place? Which is your go-to place?
Actually, there are number of eateries, and in my case, the scenario is altogether different. Everybody in the family is foodie,
Hmm.
and my husband is foodie to that much extent that every day, whenever he's entering the home, he never comes empty-handed. So you may say we very rarely we have the urge to go out and sit somewhere because every day the food from outside comes in my home, in my kitchen, and the my dishes which I make or my domestic help, they help me. We cook everything in the dinner because dinner is the only time when we all sit together.
Right.
And out of 30 days, more than 20 days, it wouldn't be rather tasted, because every day he comes up with so many items that everybody is full with that stuff only.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever we need to go, there are every time we try to go to different place because Jalandhar is full of hotels and restaurants. But the favorite place is Wimpies because intercontinental dishes are there, and my husband and my kids, they're fond of Thai golden fish.
Uh,
So whenever we have to go out, because if we bring that item home, so that doesn't give that kind of taste, because the aura and the ambience of
mm,
the place also,
yes.
that elevates your mood.
Matters. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it matters a lot. Matters a lot.
So, but so
Completely
far as
honest.
Indian dishes, yeah, yes, yeah. Then we go out.
So that's the only place which you can recall of going to
That,
Wimpies.
actually, my husband is very picky or choosy, you may say. We don't go to different places to try the similar dish. If we are to go for Thai chicken or Thai fish, then we will always move to the same place.
Very
Because
nice.
so again, being foodie, he never compromises on the quality of the food or the taste.
Mm.
If he likes the taste of one particular place, very rarely, yeah, we go to other places and we have tried a number of times. But again, finally, most of the time, he zeroes in on the similar place. Actually, Wimpies is a main restaurant and it has a small chamber that is Shaolin. I don't know, Shaolin is some Chinese name or I don't know. But it has all together. It doesn't have a North Indian environment. It is having a different kind of environment. And
Mm.
there we used to order these Thai dishes.
There are so lovely memories in your city, right? Have you grown in this city also?
No,
No. Okay.
I came to this city after I was fully grown. Actually, I was born in Delhi,
Huh.
brought up
Wow.
in Amritsar.
Mm.
So I got my education because my parents belong to Amritsar. And after my wedding, my shadi, I came to this city.
Lovely. So
So
it's been a
now this city has become my city.
yes, of course, of course,
Yeah.
and it's so nice to abide by that. And so, how many years, how many glorious years have you spent in Jalandhar?
In Jalandhar, it's been now 30 years.
20 years. So
Yeah.
now the most difficult question, maybe, is there anything that you don't like about Jalandhar?
I don't think. If,
Okay.
there is nothing specific which I can say that I don't like, but in general, and it applies to all the cities, that all the cities have become very crowded, polluted, also over congested.
Mhm.
You whenever you move out, and either you are driving a two-wheeler or four-wheeler, it's difficult to reach your destination in the given time. And this is not the case with Jalandhar only. It is, you find it everywhere. Wherever you move, the scenario situation is similar. Otherwise, I have no complaints so far as my city is concerned.
Okay,
Yeah.
marvelous. Anything that you wanted to ask me before we say
Yeah.
goodbye?
You tell me about your city. Do you have any complaint from your
Yes, I
city?
have. I have a bit of complaint about my city. I mean, it has become overcrowded now, and
Similar one, similar. It is a problem everywhere.
it's become overcrowded, and people are way more relaxed than they should be. I think sometimes that's
Way more relaxed mean they are not ambitious
no,
or
not at all, not at all. Believe me, they are
okay.
not at all. And there, where I stand a bit apart, because I am a person who is very, I wouldn't say ambitious, but I love my work.
Who
Whatever.
loves okay, okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I have. So, for example, when I was in my corporate world, I still used to speak like this. I never knew that I would be coaching after a few years, which would eventually become my profession for the
Passion.
second phase of
Passion
my
and
life.
profession.
So, therefore, I do not have any difficulty, any yogurt moments while I speak to my clients or I am interacting with my learners. So
Hmm.
you'll always see a smile on my face, whether you meet me at 11 p.m., whether you meet me at 8 in the morning. So, because that's what I love. Yeah,
Nice.
unless
It's a very good quality. That was already at the back of my mind because this is our third interaction, and yeah, third interaction. So every time I remember you, always you are in a cheer up mood with smile on your face.
Yes, I try to, ma'am. I try to because I think it's very important to smile, and because it costs you nothing, but it can make a world of difference to the other person.
Yes, yes, definitely.
How many sessions have you spent already on Clapping? I mean, on this platform, English Yari?
I think this is the fourth one, fourth or fifth, might be fifth.
So how
Because
many?
one was with you initially, that was my demo session, which was not recorded. I
Oh,
needed the recording at that time. And one or two sessions couldn't go well because of some problem at my end with my
oh,
internet.
really? Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many sessions in a week you are subscribed?
I haven't planned it that way. Of course, initially I have taken the subscription of 8 sessions. I
Uh-huh.
think 2 or 3 are left.
Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
bring you in back, ma'am, uh, and we'll keep you for long months with us so that we can have nice chats.
Definitely. Sure. Because
Ma'am,
I also love to know about the people who are on the other side of the camera.
yes, yes, yes,
It
yes.
gives me altogether different feeling because though my main purpose is to converse with the person on the other side, but frankly speaking, and I every time whenever I'm chatting with somebody, I always repeat the similar thing that I used to forget to focus on my language. I get engrossed into the content and into the kind of aura the other person creates.
Uh-huh.
So, and the content we talk about, except the language English.
No, no,
But
you
so
speak so well.
the
So you just go with the natural flow, ma'am, and that's what be my humble request. Moment you bring in a bit of consciousness, you lose that natural ability from you.
yeah, yes,
So I will never love to do that, especially with me. You're so free flowing, you're going right, and there would be always areas of improvement that goes for you, that goes for me, but that should not disrupt the harmony of the conversation. I
yes.
always, yeah, I always say that.
I too believe in that. That flow is, I think, when you converse with somebody, because when you become conscious, then you lose the beauty of that
That's what I say.
content,
So
right?
it's a
So
natural
important
ability.
in, pardon, continue, please. Sorry.
It's a natural ability. That's what I say.
Yeah, yes,
Ma'am, I would need your permission because it's almost 24 minutes. I have a call on the other side.
definitely.
I wish I could have spoken to you a little longer, but then somebody would be waiting on the other side, ma'am.
There is always next time. That's true.